Hey, I'm Valerie June. I'm at Amoeba Music in San Francisco, and this is what's in my bag. Oh my goodness, I saw the Melvins perform for the first time at the Eau Claire's Festival, and it blew my mind. I was like, why am I standing only here with this microphone singing? They were all over the stage. They were in front of the stage, behind the stage. It was so good. This Lady Day DVD, because I love Billie Holiday's voice. I think it's a voice that shows how time affects voices. I also kind of feel like if I could watch this DVD, I might see some footage that I haven't seen of Lady Day. So I've seen hardly anything. I've heard a lot, but not seen anything. So I'm curious what's going to happen on this DVD.
My man's gone, I feel lost. I've got those lost my man blues.
I chose Alice Coltrane because to me her whole life was dedicated to a spiritual path, and I really can relate to her in that way. And when I listen to her music, it kind of takes me on a spiritual journey. So I feel like her music needed to be represented in this selection. Something spiritual, something for the heart, something for the soul. Then I got this Lou Reed box set. I love Lou Reed. I love the songwriting. I love the mood, the voice, you know. Perfect Day is one of my favorite songs, and I just feel like if I get this box set, I'm going to dive even further into his music, and so I had to get that as a songwriter.
Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on.
I chose Fela's London Sing because I enjoy dancing to Fela Kuti's music. I guess I was 18 when I first started listening to it, and you know, Zombie is kind of a really long song, but I could get a good dance in on it. And by the end of the song, I feel like I've been transported to another place, so I feel like this London Sing will be good. Of course, I had to get the Grateful Dead. Ripple is one of my favorite songs. When I start listening to Ripple, I hear it on repeat all day long. I just leave it playing all the day while I go do whatever I need to do. This too is spiritual music to me. I really look for those songs that can connect with my spirit and my otherworld feelings, that can bring me back down to earth. And when I listen to Grateful Dead, oftentimes I can get a chill run over me, like sitting there in limbo.
Still when there is no pebble toss, nowhere to know you choose.
Otis Clay, yeah. I have his greatest hits, and you can ask my neighbors. I listen to it again and again and again on repeat. So I haven't heard this particular vinyl, but I figured I would get it. He passed not too long ago, and he was a Memphian. And I feel like with some of these artists that were in, you know, the Memphis music world, I didn't really fall in love with them until I moved from Memphis to New York. I'd say Otis Clay was one of them. He was always around as I was growing up. My father would listen to Otis Clay and stuff, but I don't know why my father didn't just sit me down one day and say, "Did you really hear it? Did you really listen to it? Give it a try. Give it another try."
It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. It takes a fool.
Memphis again. I had to do it. I really had to do it. I love Big Star. Love them. You know, a lot of the work that I've done out of Memphis happened at Ardent Music, where most of these records were recorded. But the music, like 13, you know, songs like that, it's just epic. And the story behind Big Star, and they say sometimes that music coming out of Memphis can only make it so far. And that story kind of became a thing with them, because to me, they're big as the Beatles.
Rock and roll is here to stay. Come inside, well, it's okay. Now shake you.
This is Patsy Cline, you know, another one from Tennessee. I really love her voice. I love, you know, just the story of her life is fascinating to me. One of the best ones on this record that I would say I listen to time and time and time and time again is Leaving on Your Mind. And besides that, everything else is amazing.
If there's a new love in your heart, tell me now, get it over. Hurt me now, get it over. If there's a new love in your heart.
Oh, look at this! Oh! Beautiful, so beautiful. I had the pleasure of seeing Dolly Parton live on stage, and I just thought it was one of the most amazing performances that I've ever seen. I was crying, okay, in tears, because her music and her stories were so great. A beautiful voice in music, but also an epic songwriter.
Please, please, don't stop loving me, for I couldn't live with you gone.
Valerie, thank you so much for shopping with us today.
Thank you. I'll see ya.
Dancing on the